Are you stressed out? Are you feeling the weight of the world on you right now? Whether it's good stress or bad stress, it's still stress and you are feeling the effects. Well, today I'm going to give you my top 10 stress management tips for professional women. I am a busy professional myself, and sometimes life just be lifing. In this video, these tips I have utilized for myself, and they have allowed me to skyrocket my energy levels, feel amazing, and get a handle of my stressors. My name is Dr. Salako, and I've been helping women for over a decade lose weight and fall in love with their bodies. Now, the professional women that I work with, they have a lot on their plates. So I implement these tips for them when it comes to developing their weight loss plan, and it allows them to be able to prioritize themselves, feel amazing, reach their goals, and have a balance at life. I want to share those tips with you. So let's dive in. Tip number 1, deep breathing exercises. This is great to help regulate your system and decrease the anxiety that you may be having. This also helps to get some more oxygen to your brain to reduce headaches and allow you just a sense of calm. So when we're doing these deep breathing exercises, I want you to really take a inhale. We're about to do it right now on this video. I want you to take a nice inhale. Really think about filling your chest, filling your belly. Take a nice inhale. Hold it for a second, and then exhale through your nose. We'll do 2 of those. A good inhale. Exhale. Last one, a good inhale. And exhale. It's hard to exhale while you're talking. But number 1 tip is to do some breathing techniques. If you have a smartwatch like me, I have an Apple Watch. It alerts you from time to time, unless you turned it off. Hey, have you taken a breath today? Let's do a breathing exercise. I suggest to do that at least once every hour. You're already breathing. You might as well be intentional about it. Try to do that once every hour, or in the moments where you start to feel super stressed out. Tip number 2, physical activity. Physical activity is great because it releases some feel-good hormones. Now, ideally, if you want to work out before work, let's say work is stressful for you, working out before work is going to be great because you get to start off your day with an increase in blood flow, a release of the feel-good hormones and those endorphins, and you get to go into work on a high. Now, let's say you don't have time to work out before work. You can do physical activity while you're at work, going for a walk, standing up and doing some stretches at your desk. Little things like that make a difference. Because think about it, the breathing exercise we just did, that little bit of something made a difference for you, right? So just think, you're stressed. We tend to carry it in our necks, and we're like this at our computers. Take a moment, relax your shoulders, do a couple neck turns, do a couple side to sides. That little bit of physical activity can release some hormones, allow you to start feeling better, release some of that tension, and you can get back to what you need to get back to. But ideally, work out before work. If you can't, okay, work out after work. Release all the tension from your day. Give your mind a moment to let go of the day and focus on the activity at hand. Get off your phone while you're working out. I have my phone to look at my workout, but outside of that, don't scroll on social media, don't answer no emails, don't do any of that during your intentional time of your physical activity. Next thing, time management. Now for number 3, we really need to be intentional with our time management. Like I was mentioning before, let's say you wake up early to work out. You shouldn't be working out and getting alerts for your email and your work email. We need to turn that notification off. Put your phone on silent while you work out. That is your you time. We need to prioritize our time management, and in that time management, if we can create time blocks of, okay, this is when I'm working, this is when I exercise, this is when I eat my lunch. Be very methodical about your day because it makes a difference in the long run. If you're methodical about your day, now the anxiety of running out of time is no longer a stressor. Or the anxiousness you feel of the long to-do list, write it out. What is a priority for today? What can I get to? What can I get to? Okay, I check off the things that you have to do, the things that you want to do, but may not be a necessity for that day. All right, we'll put them on another day, right? But we need to get more strategic with our time management so that we're not feeling like we're just running around like a chicken with our heads cut off. I hate that phrase, but it makes sense, right? So we got to make sure that we are more strategic with our time management. Ladies, if you are struggling to reach your weight loss goals, struggling to get rid of stubborn body fat, and absolutely confused on the best workouts to do and the best foods to eat to reach your weight loss goals, then Wellness 365 is just the solution for you. My newest app, Wellness 365, is great for those ladies who need quick and effective workouts that target their stubborn areas, but is easy on the knees. It's great for those ladies who need easy to make but delicious weight loss recipes without breaking the budget. And also great for those ladies who struggle with consistency and need ongoing support and motivation from myself and like-minded individuals so that they can reach their weight loss goals consistently month after month. If you know you need these things, Wellness 365 is the app for you. I guarantee that you will lose at least 5 to 10 pounds every single month. Be sure to check out the description for the details on my newest app, and please be one of the first 500 women to get access to early bonuses, cash prizes, and discounts. Okay? I'll see you in the app. Peace. Tip number 4, healthy eating. Healthy eating across the board helps you manage your stress levels because 1, now you feel better. Imagine how you feel eating a greasy meal and that crash that you get, that sluggishness that you feel, versus when we eat something a little lighter and more nutritious for us, when we have more fruits, vegetables, whole grains, fiber. Imagine how you feel eating those two things. Think about it. The last time you ate and you went out on the weekend and you had the pizza and wings and how you felt versus when you cooked the meal yourself and it had all the nutritious things that I've been preaching for you all to eat and you had it in there. You notice the difference, right? You see how your body feels. So we got to make sure that we are prioritizing the foods that our body needs. I'll say it again. Trying to get at least 30 grams of protein with each meal, getting a good fiber source, trying to get 2 to 3 vegetables. Simple things like that will make a difference when it comes to stress management because we are what we eat. If we put good things in our body, we at least are giving ourselves the energy, the mental clarity, the boost in our mood so that we can tackle our stressors from a higher level of thinking, from a higher place, rather than being hungry, sluggish, and then trying to attack the stressors. We're already at a disadvantage. Next thing, adequate sleep. You gotta make sure you're getting adequate sleep. Now, I did a sleep video. There's an info card popping up. I did a video about sleep a couple weeks ago. My recommendation when it comes to sleep, the typical, they say 7 to 9 hours. I get it. Everyone's life is different. I have a newborn. I'm not getting 7 to 9 hours right now. It's unrealistic. I barely get 4. So for me, what I try to do, I'm learning my schedule of, I have these pockets of windows when I go to sleep, I have to honor that. I have to get off the phone. I have to go to bed and honor those pockets of sleep. If I get that consistently, I'm more well rested than if I would have gotten that 7 to 9. Rather than one night I get 3, this night I get 4, this night I get 1, this night I get 7, where my body can't get into a sleep-wake cycle. For you may not have a newborn. Get off your phone at night. We got to figure out what that rhythm is for you. Figure out how many hours of sleep can I get consistently each day. That is the number we need to aim for because your body will be able to get into a rhythm where melatonin is released. And now we can actually have sleep cycles where we're dreaming. When's the last time you dreamed? That's a great indicator that you're getting into REM sleep, which is quality sleep. So make sure if you can't get that 7 to 9 hours, pick the hours, whether it's your 5 or your 6 or whatever makes sense for your lifestyle right now. And we have to get that consistently every single night. Non-negotiable. Rearrange your schedule because this is more important. Put the phone away at night because this is more important. A more restful you, a healthier you, one that got a good night's rest, one that was able to dream, is less stressed and feels better throughout the day. Number 6, mindfulness and meditation. Now, In my app, Wellness 365, there's a workout program called 6 Weeks to Slim. At the top of each week, I help you with some mindset and motivation and some mindfulness. For my church people, I read a scripture and then I give you some encouragement from that scripture. So that's my way of trying to help guide you so that you're able to set some intention for the week, start the week with some mindfulness, start the week with some intention. There's an info card popping up so that you can get access to the app and get on there so you can check out 6 Weeks to Slim and look at that and get that moment of intention at the top of each week. Practicing mindfulness, it gives you a moment to just de-stress and decompress from the day. It allows you to kind of shut your mind off from all the things that we have to do, and you get a moment to just sit still. When's the last time you sat still and sat in quiet? Where you let just God talk to you, or you let your thoughts wander and you let your mind kind of just be at peace and be still. If you think about it, we're hurrying from one thing to another. We're always on the move, and we never have moments where we just sit, breathe, and have a moment of stillness. Let's do that right now, actually. So I'm gonna count to 10 in my head, but this video, we're gonna have some calm music pop up on the screen, and for 10 seconds, let's just have a moment of stillness. Ready? Let's go. All right. Now I know for some of you, your mind probably was looking all over the place. For others of you, that stillness maybe gave you some anxiety, and that's something we need to address. For some of you, that quietness is what you needed for that moment. And others, you probably were just staring at me like this guy is weird. But that's something we need to implement more and more. Have some moments of stillness. Number 7, we're nearing the end of our top 10, setting boundaries. This one is self-explanatory. You got to set some boundaries. Like we were talking about earlier, if you are working out, you're working out. The work notifications will get handled later. If I'm focusing on this task, I'm only focusing on this task, because if you're someone like me, when I'm doing one thing, I get a notification. My body is now here, but my mind is over there. And then I get stressed because I'm trying to do 2 things at once. That's you too, right? I see it. Yeah, the light bulb went off in your head. So we need to make sure that we are setting boundaries with our schedule. We are setting boundaries with our spouses, with our kids. This is my me time. Y'all don't bother me at this time. This is my gym time. No one bothers me at this time. Or this is time with my family. I'm putting the work away while I'm hanging out with my family. We need to set boundaries with everything that we do. Where your feet are is where your mind needs to be. A lot of us, our body is in one place, but our mind is somewhere else. Let's bring them back together. How we do that is by being intentional with our boundaries. Okay? Number 8, we started to touch on it when you're setting boundaries, connecting with others. It goes into where your body is, and when your feet are, that's where your mind needs to be. We, in this hustle and bustle and the move, and we're hurrying from one thing to next, we don't tend to have those intimate connections. So connect with other people. Talk to someone. Talk to your family. Talk to your friends. Sometimes that connection, a little bit of love, a hug goes a long way. Let them in. Let them know I'm stressed out. I'm dealing with this. I'm wrestling with this right now. I'm going through this thing right now. Let them know those things. Because sometimes connection with others is what we need to help us manage our stress. You never know who's around you that has the solution to your problems or has the answer to your prayers. So you got to make sure that you are connecting with people around you. And if you don't have no one around you to connect with, I love the Lord. Connect with Him. He already knows what you're going through. He already knows the problems that you have. He already knows the stressors that you have. And sometimes we need to give that stress to Him. Give it all to Him. And in that, you'll find the answers of what you're looking for. Okay? Now, for number 9, hobbies and leisure. I love Food Network. And I don't care how stressful the day is. If I get a moment where I can sit down, I watch Food Network, my mind kind of disappears, and I get to focus on my show, I'm at peace. I'm stress-free. I am happy. I am good. Food Network is one of my leisures. I watch it every single night. Gordon Ramsay, Master Chef. I've seen all the episodes. That is me. Guys, grocery games. I love them. Okay? That is me. Cooking is another thing that I love to do, where I can just dive in, where in my mind I'm on a cooking show and I got 30 minutes to make this meal before the timer goes off, and I'm trying to get creative and I get immersed into that, and it allows my mind to just disappear from all the stressors of life. Find your hobbies. What are some things that you enjoy? What are some things that you like to do? Those are great to implement to help you with your stress management. Number 10, this one is the most important. Seeking professional help. Now, getting a counselor. I've been in therapy since 2019 and I love my therapist. I've gone through 3 or 4. You got to keep going through them until you find the right one. The one I have currently now, she is amazing. Find you a mental health counselor, find you a therapist, someone who you can talk to who is unbiased, and they're not trying to fix you. It's not about fixing you. It's helping you get the tools needed to address some of your stressors. Sometimes you just need that ear, right? That it may not be a family member. You're always talking to God, but you need Jesus and a therapist. You need both. Jesus put therapists on this earth for a reason. So get God and a therapist, okay? You gotta, if you know that you're consistently stressed out, getting a mental health counselor makes such a difference. Your life will be transformed. You will feel a lot better. You will have the tools. You'll be armed with the resources to be able to navigate your stressors. I just gave you 10 tips, but they'll give you a bajillion more. So getting that mental health counselor will make a significant difference for you. Now that we've addressed the stress management, the question I get often is about Ozempic and weight loss drugs. Should we take weight loss drugs or do any gimmicks to help us lose weight? Well, I talked about it. In this next video that's popping up, I touched on the dark side of Ozempic and the things that your doctors do not want you to know. I am a doctor myself, so I got the inside scoop, okay? So go ahead, check out that video and learn about the dark side of Ozempic. I'll see you over there. Until next time, peace.